Trump got shot, and I was like, all right, Fox. I go back and forth, Fox, CNN, and they just contradict each other. It's crazy.
How long do you think people are going to actually remember that happened? People are already forgetting it.
Yeah. The Secret Service failed. Someone shot him.
Yeah.
Like a clear dereliction of duty from the Secret Service, and it's been ignored. I call it the lab leak theory. Like, you know, the COVID lab leak? This is the Bitcoin lab leak theory.
If the NSA did make it, why?
I think it was as an experiment because there were papers released by NSA cryptographers in the 90s. So they were clearly aware of this, and the talent was there. I believe it was a side project by an NSA cryptographer, and then they secretly released it because it was too good to keep it on the shelf.
You're listening to Joey Joy Radio.
All right, we are back
with
in LNF,
Carter.
and we're with Nic Carter, or otherwise pronounced Nic Carter, Niccarter. He does crypto and shit. So, Nick, how long have I known you? Like
Not
couple
that
months,
long,
right?
Yeah, just a few months. We
few
trained
months.
together.
Yeah. So I met you boxing. Mitch, you know, I didn't know Nick was a rock star, bro.
Bro.
I actually didn't know that.
Getting to know him before the show is like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
You think he's one guy, and then
Wait, do you know anything about crypto? Because you know what's crazy? Not to fucking toot your horn and gas you up. Any nerd that I know that knows anything about crypto, fucking bow down to this idiot. Isn't that crazy?
Crypto's weird, man.
so we got like we have like
No.
a legend here, like a
bro,
real.
I swear to God, I don't know anything about crypto. Like the little bit of research I did and sitting with Latin, just looking over videos, he's like one, if not right now, like one of the biggest voices in crypto. I swear to God, like I'm not even making shit up. Like he actually is.
Is this
like,
true?
It's true.
Okay.
Dude, I swear to
From
God,
the
I
horse's
swear
mouth.
to God, like, bro, you go on Twitter, bro, it's like the biggest names, like, dude, Trump just used your shit in his speech, bro, cited him, was like,
All right.
Nic Carter, like, said some shit, like, what was it about?
It was a little complicated, but Trump, I did a piece of investigative journalism last year about how the Biden admin was telling banks to stop banking crypto companies, and I called it Operation Choke Point 2.0. Trump cited that in his speech at the Bitcoin conference last week.
It was, so what the Biden administration was trying to do was like, suppress
Prohibit crypto
pretty
firms
much,
from getting banking.
so they can control.
They just wanted to
currency.
kill crypto in the
So
US.
they can control, but for control, right? That's what it is.
Yeah,
If
because crypto is an alternative, and they wanted to totally squash crypto.
Yeah.
Crypto is like freedom.
Yeah,
like you can
and-
kind of power to the people type.
Yeah, we're getting very political, like we, the crypto people,
Yeah.
very political, very involved in
Yeah.
the election because of that. We're forced to.
Because it makes freedom. No one controls the.
And weirdly, Trump came around, and he's now very pro-crypto, even though he hated it before. So all these crypto people are now
Why
like,
did he hate it before?
Do you think he just didn't understand it? Maybe.
yeah, he put out a tweet a few years ago, like said it was a scam, whatever, and then recently turned around. It's because it grew and survived. Like everybody thought it would die. It came back. It kept coming back stronger and stronger. 50 million Americans hold crypto now. Now Trump realizes it's a winning issue. He's going to win votes. So he's like, he came to the Bitcoin conference. He's getting really involved with all these crypto people.
Does he have Bitcoin and shit? Probably, right?
We don't know. We know that JD Vance, the VP, has Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He disclosed that. Trump had an NFT collection so he has Ethereum at a minimum
okay.
because he sold his NFTs for Ether.
Okay.
We don't know if he has Bitcoin, but he likes
Probably, right? If he has
it.
E.
He must have some. Yeah.
Do you have any crypto? Sorry.
I have NFTs that have been gifted to me. I don't think
Yeah.
I have any. I don't
Like
have any
coins or anything?
Nah, I don't have.
I would have had you
coins or
pegged
anything.
for a Solana, bro.
What is that?
I've got some of that.
Yeah.
What is that? You know what that is?
I don't. Like I said,
So you
I
know.
have it, but I don't know what it is. My
Solana?
uncle, big crypto guy, and he like 2 years ago, he was like, "You need to buy this coin, this coin, this coin," and so I just bought them blindly, like a bunch of them, and I actually forgot my logins to the apps.
Your wallet? Or something?
Yeah, the
That'll
whatever,
happen.
Coinbase, whatever.
So it's in there, and you don't.
it's in there, and I don't really know
How
what
the
it's
fuck do we
doing.
get
You
it?
can do recovery. I'll help you recover your
Okay,
coin.
thank you.
I have a question while it's fresh on my head. So I watched a video of you yesterday. I don't know if it's the one you were talking about on the news, but you were on some type of news with some chick. I think she was blonde, had an accent. Like your mustache was popping, so it was recent. And you said something like someone put a stop to the making or mining of Bitcoin. So like now all of the Bitcoin in the world should be mined by 2019 or something. What was it? What was the
Well,
year?
they'll all be mined by 2140.
2140.
That's just the nature of the Bitcoin
Yeah,
protocol.
I said 21. I meant 2140. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it'll be what?
So the protocol is just designed such that it tails off the issuance of Bitcoin, and it'll all be done by 2140.
Like, if Bitcoin is this currency that doesn't have any boundaries or government or law, who decided that?
That was just the creator of
creator of
Bitcoin, who we
Bitcoin?
don't know, Satoshi Nakamoto. We don't know who that is.
We don't know who created Bitcoin.
We still don't know.
Are you serious?
We
There's
still don't
theories,
know.
but-
It's insane.
No one
'cause
tries to take credit for it? Why don't you
People
say you
have
made it?
tried.
You should just tell everyone you made it.
People have tried, man.
And it's been proven wrong.
Yeah, like no one has proven that it was them. It's like the biggest mystery of all time because this thing's worth over $1 trillion.
So a government made it, bro.
I actually do think.
Yeah, what? Ding, ding, ding.
My conspiracy theory is that it was actually
China.
created within the U.S. government by the NSA because there's a whole bunch of pieces of evidence.
And they don't
to
want credit
support
for it
this.
because they don't want to fuck the government.
So I call it the lab leak theory. Like, you know, the COVID lab leak? This is the Bitcoin lab leak theory.
What's the purpose, though? If the NSA did make it, why?
I think it was as an experiment because there were papers released by NSA cryptographers. By the way, they employ more cryptographers than anyone. So that's where all the talent is. So there were papers about digital cash released by the NSA in the 90s. So they were clearly aware of this and the talent was there. I believe it was a side project by an NSA cryptographer and then they secretly released it because it was too good to keep it on the shelf. So is the lab leak theory. That's my current
So they leaked it on purpose. Like they just leaked it on purpose so it would get out there, but they
Yeah,
didn't.
because they're like, well, this thing's amazing. Like, I
Wait,
wanna
it
see
got
work.
like the government was like, stop making that shit, and then they leaked it on purpose.
Yeah, I
and
think
they were
it
like,
was
oh, we
like
don't know. what happened.
NSA cryptographer. They had worked on the project. They're like, all right, this is too good to keep it in the
Yeah.
vault.
So a good guy leaked
Let's
it.
send
or
it
a
out
girl.
there. But what that does imply is that Satoshi, the creator of Bitcoin, has 1 million Bitcoins worth over $100 billion.
You just said the creator of Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, this person, we don't know who they are, but we see their wallets. We see that they have over 1 million
And that
Bitcoins.
the name that you said, is that like a
Yeah,
pseudonym?
a
Okay,
pseudonym.
all right.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Okay.
Not a
What
real
is it?
person's
Komodo?
name.
They go to what?
Satoshi Nakamoto. It's
Where the fuck
just
they go for
Slow
dinner?
that down. Slow that down.
Satoshi Komodo.
Satoshi.
They
go
like
for the-
mid Miami food.
Yeah, Komodo. I'm a Komodo. I'm a basic
You
bitch,
love
I guess.
So
They take care of me there. We should go to Komodo sometime.
Komodo's okay. The Peking duck.
It's experience. The food's.
It's not
Good.
for me. It's not
Yeah.
for me, but it's okay.
You might see
So
the boxer or something.
this
You might
im-
see Nic Carter. In
This theory implies that the U.S. government has 1 million of the 21 million Bitcoins, 5%.
if the pseudonym account is the government.
If it traces back to the
Is that the
NSA.
most? Oh no, the Winklevoss twins.
Well, they have some too.
I thought they have the most.
They have a lot. We don't know exactly. Maybe 50,
They're
100,000.
not like public with it.
We don't know the precise amount.
You ever
They
met
have a
them?
lot. Yeah, yeah.
Are they pissed?
Just
the
in
world?
general.
Yeah, they pissed.
Are they like just permanently mad?
Still
No.
salty over Facebook?
No,
that whole thing?
No, they're over Facebook. I mean,
I was gonna say, we were sitting in my living room. We're talking about them. My roommate, he's like, "Oh, bro, they're pissed now. They're bum losers." And Latin's like, "Bro, they literally have the most Bitcoin in the world. They're the richest. they're like
fine.
they're
Yeah, they're
far from
crushing it.
being
They're
bums.
fine.
Like,
they built this big exchange called Gemini. They have a ton of Bitcoin. Like, they're doing great.
yeah.
They had a good second act.
You think we'll get to the point where, I mean, I'm sure you get this question a lot. Paper, cash, like physical money is just gone.
No, I am very supportive of physical cash.
Not that you're supportive or not. I'm just saying you're like, if you could see, you think there will ever be a point where cash is out?
I hope that we don't come to that point because the reason I like crypto is the same reason I like cash. Is because it gives you transactional privacy. Like I could pay you right now with cash
Yeah.
and no one would keep a
Yeah,
record of
exactly.
that. If I do any electronic payment mechanism, there's a record.
Even if it's not government regulated, there's still a record.
Still, if there's this law in the U.S., there's this concept called the third-party doctrine, which means if I make an electronic payment to you and that's settling through a bank, the bank can report that to the government without asking you.
Yeah.
So we've lost all transactional privacy. Cash is one tool we have to make private transactions. Crypto would be another. So I see them as like totally aligned. I hope we never lose physical cash.
That being said, do you ever use cash still?
To pay valets and tip,
So
yeah.
little things.
I actually like cash. Yeah, I'm a big cash enjoyer.
I like cash too, but I don't ever carry cash. I don't use cash, but I like the concept of cash existing for exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Privacy, freedom.
I'm
fuck
weird,
off, it's my
bro.
money.
I don't know if it's like
100%.
the way my dad, like I don't know, my parent just being from Pitt. Like I'm like when crypto first started to come out, like NFTs and shit. I was almost like, you know what? Even if it works, like I'm out. Like I'm like a cash in the backyard. Like I love having a lot of cash.
But the cryptos is totally the same concept because you truly own it yourself.
Well, then what if your computer crashes or some shit? Like, what if you get hacked or like?
Well, if you lose your private keys, then you're screwed.
Yeah, what's that?
Like the
What are yours?
the crypto
No, what is that?
0xFG. If you lose your private keys, that's the same thing as losing the bricks of cash in your backyard. So you do have to keep that safe.
Yeah.
But it's the same concept. It's like it's something that I truly own that nobody else can take from me.
Yeah. I think our kind of time period of living, we've seen a crazy decline in cash. Like from when I was a little kid to like now, like I would say this is, I mean, you tell me about, you might know more than me, but I would say in history, it has to be the biggest jump of like downfall of cash these past like 20 years, right?
It depends on the country. I mean, cash is...
For us, I'm talking about us. I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck everyone else is doing.
It's interesting because, like in China, for instance, cash is like totally obsolete, and people use WePay,
Metro cards and shit.
AliChat,
I saw
like
that in
QR
Japan.
codes. In Japan, cash is still kind of popular, but in China, like the government wants it to be a surveillance state, so they do social credit. So like your ability to pay for stuff is based on like how you behave.
Yeah.
We don't want
That's
that.
crazy,
Like
yeah.
that's an un-American thing. So in my opinion,
It's like
it'd
a
be-
Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, it would be bad if we digitized all finance without having like crypto ready.
Yeah.
Or without having cash. So I don't want to go the Chinese direction. That'd be terrible, I think.
Yeah. What what backs Bitcoin? Like the way money is, you could tell me if I'm completely wrong. This is my understanding of currency and money. The US dollar is supposed to be backed by some type of gold at some point, or did they stop doing that a while ago?
It was, and they stopped.
When?
In 1971. Under
So-
Nixon. So
So
it
the dollar is
was-
just like it's like a stock. It's like what people believe it's worth.
So it's such an interesting question, actually.
I'm interested. That's
All
why I
right.
asked. Eh?
So it used to be a certain way to gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then the U.S. government spent really aggressively under Nixon and Johnson. We had the Vietnam War. We had
wars.
big, Johnson's Great Society. So just like big spending on social programs. We had a certain amount of gold, but our spending levels and the amount of dollars in circulation were disproportionate relative to the gold. And so all these foreign countries were redeeming their dollars for the gold. So France, I think in 70, sent a battleship to the U.S. to be like, we have all these dollars. We want the gold now because we think the equation is out of whack.
Yeah.
And we panicked and we're like,
Gave them the gold.
all right, never mind.
It's not worth
you
it.
can't redeem it for the gold anymore. The
That's
dollar
a-
is no longer backed by gold. So then we had to invent a
When
new
was this?
system.
70s.
71. This is called the Nixon shock.
They came to the bank wanting their cash.
And the
They came to cash
bank
out.
said, no, it's not redeemable any longer. So now the dollar's like free floating. At that point, we created what's called the petrodollar system, where we went to the Saudis and all the oil exporting nations and we're like, we are going to give you weapons in exchange for you agreeing to sell oil for gold. Or, sorry, sell oil for dollars. And so at that point, that created this new demand for dollars. To participate in the oil trade, everybody needs oil, you need dollars.
Yeah.
And also, the Saudis agreed to take all the money they made from selling oil and put it into U.S. treasuries, into U.S. debt.
Yeah.
So that was petrodollar recycling, and that gave the dollar a second wind.
Yeah.
So you could say the dollar is backed by like commodities now, the commodities industry. It's also backed by the
What
fact,
commodities is oil?
yeah,
gold,
like
and-
oil primarily,
Yeah.
but it's backed by like the fact that we control the instruments of global finance, global trade. It's also backed by the fact that you have to pay taxes in dollars. So if you are a U.S.
Okay.
citizen, you can't pay taxes in anything else. So the
So
only
how
way
do you tax crypto then? You don't tax crypto.
yeah, I mean it's like a stock, so it's subject to capital
Equal,
gains.
yeah.
So if it goes up, you sell it, you owe 20 or 35% on that.
On your Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a stock. It's
Yeah.
taxed like a stock.
So the dollar is backed, but it's more backed by virtue of the fact that we have a big GDP, we have a big military, we support trade globally, and this petrodollar system. So crypto obviously is not backed by any of that.
Yeah.
It's just the free market. So,
So
like,
it's whatever people believe in.
yeah, so people think Bitcoin is backed by like proof of work because of like Bitcoin mining, right? It's like electricity. The state's backed by electricity. That's not true.
Is that a thing? Is that what gold is worth? The proof of mining?
So like it's kind of
Is that like
similar
diamonds,
to
though?
gold,
Well,
but
gold is tangible. It's like physical.
Oh,
Bitcoin
true,
is
true.
not.
yeah. So like Bitcoin is created by spending a lot of electricity in these specific machines
Yeah.
called ASICs, and you're solving math puzzles.
Digital shovel?
Something
that-
like effectively.
Okay.
So like you are doing this equation called SHA-256 trillions of times a second. If you get the right one, you earn the right to create a new Bitcoin. So people think that's what backs Bitcoin, but it's
Who
not really.
picks if you get it right? Like, who made the?
It's defined in the protocol. It's basically
Like,
the,
someone made an equation.
the analogy is like there's like a large mathematical space, and you have to find a very small solution out of a set of very many possible solutions.
Yeah.
The details don't really matter.
Yeah, I was. The next thing out of my mouth, honestly, was. I don't think the full understanding of Bitcoin is necessary for everyone to use it.
Yes, I totally agree.
Because just like how I asked you what the dollar is backed by, I've been living in this country my whole entire life. I didn't know it wasn't backed by anything. Like, it doesn't. I know how to use it though. I know what it's worth and I know how to use it.
And-
so I guess you don't really need to understand where it comes from to understand how to use it.
Yeah, like you don't need to know how a combustion engine works to drive a
Drive
car.
a car, no.
It's the same with Bitcoin. Like before,
But
people
it makes
use
you
it,
subject to getting scammed by the fucking, the car guy, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it helps if you go to the dealership that you know how a car
Well,
operator
I guess
works.
they could see me too. But like, yeah, if you don't really get, you ever see those memes? It's like your brake fluids. Like they tell a girl, like, oh, I charge you for your brake fluid and like whatever. And they're like, okay, yeah, I need all that. And it's like they're getting scammed because they don't know
Yeah.
how their car works.
Well, I don't know either, to be fair. But yeah, like people always think like, oh, I need to understand Bitcoin completely to use it. No, dude,
Nah.
no one really understands it fully.
You don't fully get it.
Even me, bro, and I've been in Bitcoin for over a decade.
Are you religious?
Yeah,
Are you what religion?
yeah, I'm a Christian,
Crypto.
a
Christian.
Protestant.
You're
Yeah, I go
Christian?
to VU Church here in Miami.
Nice.
I love VU.
Do you think a lot of people in your space are religious?
There's a
Or do you
higher
think-
overlap. There's a higher propensity to be religious within
Really?
crypto.
Why do you think that
It's
is?
also more traditional values focused space.
Yeah.
Especially among the Bitcoiners. It's weird because it's like technology. Technology shouldn't necessarily have values attached
Mm-hmm.
to it, but Bitcoiners tend to be more religious, more conservative, more like family oriented.
Yeah.
On average, I don't exactly know why.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't know anymore. You know any more crypto people? Like,
People?
I'm trying to think.
What are your thoughts on reusable digital IDs having crypto profiles known with KYC rulings?
Oh, wow,
That was a question from the audience.
that's in the weeds.
Yeah.
Wait, read it again. I don't know what my
remember.
answer would be.
Question from the audience.
Mm-hmm.
The question from the audience is, what are your thoughts on reusable digital IDs and having crypto profiles known with KYC rulings?
All right, first I'll explain what KYC is.
KYC means know your customer. And so it's in financial regulation, the thing you have to do before you transact with someone is basically let them know who you are so that they know that you're not Hamas or something.
Yeah. You're not giving money to. Yeah.
So in all kinds of banking or transactional activity, KYC is like paramount. The question though, I think is more like, is there, so crypto within crypto, we don't just do money. Like you can create like namespaces, like think about domains, like internet domains. You can create some that you personally control as opposed to having a third party determine who like owns a certain domain.
Yeah.
So now we have social networks within crypto whereby you own your identity in the social network. So like think about Instagram. You can just
You
get
get your ad name?
banned. You could get banned for anything, right?
Yeah.
So you don't control your property in that network. Crypto people have contemplated a different way where like you truly own your name on whatever social
Like they
network.
can't ban you off of
Yeah.
Bitcoin.com.
So that is a better way, I think, right? Because
Yeah.
like on Instagram, you just belong to Meta,
Yeah.
and like Zuckerberg is in control. On Twitter, Elon Musk is in control,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's kind of the thrust of the question, and I think that's a much better system. You have digital property rights,
Yeah.
which we don't have now.
Wait, what? Oh, from normal social media, there's no digital property
No, you
rights.
have no
'Cause we
property
Like
rights.
we are supposed to be like excited that we're allowed to use it. Like
Yeah,
it's like not
because
a,
like think about
we're
your
supposed to. It's a privilege. to
think about
use it.
Joey Joy on Instagram.
Yeah.
You have created economic value.
Yeah.
You monetize it. People know you there. Like that's a valuable piece of
They can just
commodity,
take that shit.
they can take it for any reason whatsoever. That's not
I've
right.
thought about that before.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun? Is that crazy how attached you are to? Like, if my Instagram got deleted, bro, I would do it. Like, I don't even know what I'd do with myself. Like, I'd have to do it different. Like, I
But
don't
so
even know.
what
a
I'm
day
saying
job.
is like we
Yeah,
just
like, I don't even know what the fuck I'll do.
we all accepted this as the status quo. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't put these huge tech conglomerates in control of our digital
That's
property.
why Elon bought X.
I mean, hopefully he does a better job there, but still, like, he can ban anyone for any reason. Like Trump was banned from X, right?
Yeah.
All kinds of people.
Well, that's crazy that he, like, that's, like, fucked up.
Yeah, I agree. So, like, I think what we should do is you should actually control your identity, and then you build a social network around that, and you can not be banned because it's like the equivalent of like physical property. Like, someone can't just confiscate your home because like you violated the terms of service.
Well, how do you do that without these big tech companies? You know,
Well,
like if I'm Instagram,
Well, the most fucked up thing is, like, Google being, or what is it, ABC or Alphabet?
yeah,
Is, like, the biggest donor for
the Democratic Party.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, all
Like,
of these
that
orgs
is
are leftist.
crazy. Isn't that crazy?
All of Silicon Valley is.
If you tried
on
to
the
Google
left.
Trump assassination,
Yeah, they censored it.
that's
well,
fucking
it
crazy.
works now.
They fixed
They
it.
fixed it because everybody was onto him.
Bro, before I even knew it was a censored thing, I was looking for him and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? How can I not find Trump on Google? Like, that is
And
crazy.
this isn't a new thing. Google has been influencing search results for
Forever,
years.
yeah.
And whenever there's a mistake, people call it out. It's always in favor of the left.
Yeah.
And it's never in favor of the right.
Yeah.
So it's deliberate.
All right, so, I mean, I'm like cute, and I'll talk to my dad every day, whatever. You said you were running to office, or you
Well,
like
not
thought
yet.
maybe.
Not
no,
yet,
you're not
but-
running for office right now, but you were thinking about it. Like,
Yeah, that was a secret,
in
but
the-
I guess I.
Oh,
put
am I not
that in
supposed
the-
to?
No,
Oh,
no,
no, you
it's
said
okay.
it, right?
I
You
put it in
said
the
it.
show notes.
It's not a secret.
That's a 10-year plan.
Well, no, I think, I mean,
It's
in
10-year
my
plan.
opinion, not like it means anything. I think your base knowledge will probably be one of the most valuable in like few, like, you know what I mean?
So
like
I have your
less
vote.
than 10 years. Yeah. What? Anyone I know, you could be a piece of shit. If I know you're my boy, I'm voting for you. What?
That's not a really
That's
good
the
standard to
informed
have, but-
voter.
yeah,
The informed
You guys aren't
voter.
look. So your
Part of
best
the- part of the problem
All right. So
here.
listen, your best boy, your best friend. Like, you know, I don't know if you'd be the best president. Like, you're not voting for your best friend.
I don't know. Do I get perks?
He's your best friend. He's gonna be president. If you said it, I better fucking
Yeah.
get an invite to.
I
anyway.
can't be
All right.
president. I wasn't born in the U.S.
So that was my next
I'm
question.
natural
So
born.
wait, can you be vice president?
Probably not, because you have to be
If you
eligible
die.
to be president if the president dies.
Loophole.
But
I don't know.
where's the highest you can go without being born?
Governor, like Schwarzenegger was
Oh,
a
yeah.
No,
governor.
no, senator,
Senator, or governor.
What else?
You can do anything.
Congress.
senator?
I think you can be a
Cabinet.
congressperson. Yeah.
Anything except for
I
president.
mean, look at like Ilhan Omar and like all the Rashida Tlaib. Like,
dubiously American.
Are they?
yeah.
They were born here or no?
They may
But
have
Rashida
been,
Tlaib
but
might have been, but Ilhan Omar. was
Ilhan is
not born here.
Somalian.
You're into politics?
Yeah, I mean,
I've never
for
been more
sure.
into politics than this second ever in my
It's
entire life.
it's an existential.
So
election.
I think there's no sports on, and then Trump got shot, and I was like, all right, Fox. I go back and forth, Fox, CNN, and they just contradict each other. It's crazy.
How long do you think people are going to actually remember that happened?
the assassination.
You think
Attempt.
so?
They already.
I think
memory
people are.
holing
I
it.
think.
It's already
Yeah,
being
people are already
forgotten.
forgetting it.
Yeah.
You don't think
We
we'll
remember
that?
it, like,
Well,
obviously
because he
it was
didn't
huge,
die.
but-
Because you think if he died, people
No,
remember it
no,
more?
no, no, not even. Okay, listen. If Joe Biden got shot in the ear,
He
we would
he'd die.
never hear the end of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, he probably would KO.
He'd have
like,
died.
just in the ear. But like Trump, they're like, you're right. What was the term you used?
Memory hole.
Memory holing.
Well, think about Jan 6. We heard about that for years. Nothing
it's
even
like the
happened.
Mandela effect.
Nothing even
What
happened.
January?
on
Oh, the
Jan
Capitol.
6.
Yeah.
What happened? Nothing.
They just ran in there.
Trump, the Secret Service failed. Someone shot him.
Yeah.
Like a clear dereliction of duty from the Secret Service, and it's been ignored.
Wait, can I bring something up, like political, that has been on the front of my mind that's kind of really fucking me up? This is what I was going to get to because, like you were saying, like whenever there's a mistake, it always seems to benefit the left. It always seems to benefit the left. Something recently, bro, and this has kind of made me like, whoa, I don't know who the fuck to believe. I thought Trump and them were on the right side, but I think they're all kind of like, so the boxing. You watch the Olympics at all?
Of course.
You saw the people who were saying this woman was a man that fought this woman?
Yeah, I've been tracking that.
So, was it a man or a woman originally?
It's more complicated than that.
Not really.
I was very confused about
it. It was a
this,
little
too.
girl.
She's intersex, or the Algerian boxer had a gender a disorder, so she's not a trans man,
Yeah.
but she unfortunately had a disorder that was.
Boosted testosterone?
It seems more likely than not, based on what we know, she was basically born with male chromosomes, but appeared female from a at least genital perspective at birth. But it's still not fair.
This is the gray area.
It's tricky.
This is I was pretty confused.
What was crazy to me is like it first popped out and it was like, oh my God, this is this crazy left wing thing. They're letting guys turn to girls and beat up girls in 40 seconds. And I was like, oh my God. My dad, pro heavyweight boxer, owns a gym, called him, Dad, you see all this shit? He's like, yeah, it's fucked up. My dad's he's, right guy, not left guy, right guy. And he's like, yeah, like just fucking stay off the news and worry about what you like. My dad's so like they're whatever, blah blah. And I start looking, then I see Robert Griffin, RG3.
Yeah.
Did you see his video? He's like, do your research. Like, there's pictures of this little girl when it's a little girl. Like, and the country she's from, it's illegal to be gay, it's illegal to be trans. Like, so then I'm like, oh my God, they just thought this chick and then they took it and ran with it. That's a left side thing that they do. You know what I mean? They take a little bit of something and then blow it up. The right side just did that.
The right got wrong because they said that she was trans,
Yeah.
which she wasn't.
But
it's also not.
But I'm saying not like thinking something and then hurry up and spreading it. That's like I keep saying we. I'm not whatever. But that's what the right side is bitching about, that they're spreading.
Yeah,
fake
it was
shit.
misinformation. The right wing got that one wrong. However, I think based on what we know, because she was banned from a different
For having too
boxing
much testosterone,
federation.
right?
So like, I do still think it's unfair. Even if she presented as a little girl when she was young, it seems like she has a biological advantage.
Yeah.
And it's not just about unfairness, it's about safety.
Yeah.
Like, if a male boxer is fighting effectively male chromosomes, hormones, fighting a female boxer. Like,
yeah, I mean, 46 seconds, she got that one hit, and she was like, no.
Well,
Like, this is not
But
safe.
that's also weird.
I'm
like
out.
in my head, you know what that looks like? It looks like that Italian chick like was already thinking before the fight. All right, this is a dude. Like whatever.
Yeah,
got hit.
did she know?
Yeah. What do you mean she didn't know who she was fighting, bro? It's boxing. She trained for that bitch for months.
Yeah.
yeah. And well, now in the gold medal boxing match, I think it's today, actually.
She won again yesterday.
Yeah, so the two finalists both were banned by this other boxing federation for having male chromosomes.
Wait,
There's
both
also another one.
One of them is Asian.
Asian. Taiwanese, maybe.
Taiwanese, yeah.
They both appear to have this same intersex situation. So it's the
Are they
two.
gonna fight each other?
Yeah, it's the two
They're the same weight
finalists.
class?
Might watch that one.
Wait, they're both in the finals?
That'll be interesting.
Wait, I thought the one chick was in the semifinals.
Well, so
Or
I
did she
think
fight again?
they both made it to the gold medal match, so that's where we are now.
Shut up. I thought she won yesterday, and they were like, now she's at the semifinals, and everyone's bitching. And you see the, Algeria?
Yeah.
You see their Twitter?
Where they
They're
Like,
kind of
tweeting
lit.
about it?
Yeah, they're like, quit bitching. Like, their
Really?
their country's official Twitter. You see, like, verified. Like, quote tweeting the Italian, like, keep crying, pussy. Like,
No.
I'm going to show it to you.
Whoever
What
was
country is
whoever
it?
was doing the Wendy's Twitter account
No,
took
and it
over
has
Algeria's
to, bro,
Twitter account.
The way they're typing and shit has to be an American, like, running their account.
Yeah,
what
of course.
what country?
Algeria. She's
Algeria.
Algerian.
How do you spell?
I mean, I feel for the girl. Actually, I forgot her name. Iman, maybe. It's not her fault.
Oh, they're just trolling,
Yeah, cry even more.
bro.
Look,
Algeria's savage. Where is Algeria?
go get him, girl.
In Africa, bro.
Is
Look,
In North
they're like,
Africa.
go get him, girl. Keep crying.
It's one of those obscure kind of countries on the map that I don't.
Bro, look,
really
this is
know.
their,
Oh.
like, that's their official Twitter.
Wow, they're lit. They're lit.
Are you a government conspiracy theorist?
Some conspiracies end up being true,
We go to the moon or no?
for sure.
Oh, we did, definitely.
We should go again, bro.
Elon Musk said we went. I don't know if we went.
We 100% went, dude.
Did we?
Yeah, you can't fake something like that.
Why
dude.
not?
You know how many people were involved in NASA?
But it was,
Like,
but back
huge.
then, I feel like it was easier to fake something like that. You can't. I don't think you could do that now.
Not nowadays.
No. But
Yeah.
back then, bro,
Where
the
does
flow
this
of
even come
the flow
from?
of information was so limited back then. I feel like it would be way easier to do.
Bro,
that
on a
back
black
then.
and white TV screen.
But why would we fake that? Because like we basically took down the Soviet Union.
No, not yet.
By causing them to spend so aggressively on their moon. So we spent aggressively. So why would we? I don't know.
Because we wanted to show
It
the
was-
world
it-
that we're
yeah.
the best. And
It was
we
the last
made
word.
It first.
The last word
But
in the space race.
all right, okay.
Right?
I guess that makes sense.
Bro, our whole thing. Bro, you know war is like a money generating thing. Like, okay, so why would it be so far-fetched that,
There's other
I think-
conspiracies that I definitely
like 9/11, you think 9/11 is a government thing?
no, but like
I think the moon landing is more fake than 9/11.
well, 9/11 obviously happened.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying it was
Who's
set
behind
up.
it? Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
What?
The like when I say like I believe conspiracy is like the lab leak thing, that was called a conspiracy.
Yeah.
But that's true.
Yeah.
Right. So things that are inconvenient for like the establishment, they call them conspiracies.
Yeah.
And then half the time they end up being true, and we get called conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Whereas just a set of facts that's not convenient for the ruling class.
If a couple of years ago somebody said, Nick, there's an island somewhere and it's just full of pedophiles and underage girls, and it's just like this little you'd be like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You're out of your mind,
And like
bro.
Bill
Take your
Gates
tinfoil hat
goes
off.
there, and all these billionaires.
Yeah, oh
go
yeah.
there.
Everybody, there's a shuttle that flies back and forth. You'd be like, you're out of your fucking mind.
Epstein?
Yeah.
Was that
But
Epstein?
look,
That's what he was
bro,
doing?
like that's probably like one of the most crazy, right?
What?
Like conspiracy theories that you can like make up in your head, right? There's a pedophile island somewhere.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. True.
Yeah, or like the Hunter Biden laptop. Remember in the 2020 election?
Yeah.
That came out. It was the New York Post published it immediately.
Called a conspiracy.
Washington sees on it. There were like all these members of the CIA. They're like, this is fake. It's Russian disinformation. Everybody that like was aware knew it was real. And they called it a conspiracy. Now it's confirmed that it was real.
They'll still call it a conspiracy though.
Yeah. So they start out when there's new information that comes out that makes them look back, they immediately call it a conspiracy. So everybody, and like a lot of the COVID stuff, like, you know, being skeptical of the vaccine.
Did you get the vaccine?
No.
Neither did I.
I moved here.
My dad wouldn't let me, you know that? No, here they were forcing it on me. I had to get a fake vaccine card to go to Denny's in LA, bro.
I was in,
Denny's. They're
Bro.
like, show me your vaccine card. I'm like,
What?
what? I'm trying to go to Denny's.
I was in Boston. They were going to force everyone to do it. I left Boston to Miami for that specifically.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. That's why I moved
Florida.
to Miami.
Really?
But so like being skeptical of the vaccine, they would call conspiracy theorists. Now we know it caused heart issues in young men.
Well, I don't even know, like that, like, okay, it could have done whatever. Like, I wasn't scared of it. Like, I think I'm healthy. I could have got a shot and been chilling, whatever. Like, even if it had some shit, like, I'm
But if
good,
you didn't
I'm
need
chilling.
it though, why
We
would you
didn't need
even?
it.
If I don't need it, I would say more often than not,
If
if
you
you
are
don't
that- if you are-
dyingly need something, you probably shouldn't inject it into your
Yeah.
body.
No, that's what we're saying.
You
But if
probably
you're
should.
already healthy and you do get COVID, then you're probably going to be fine.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we all got COVID presumably.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It sucked.
I lost my
didn't like
taste
it.
and my smell.
It sucked, but it didn't
But
threaten
we
us.
were low risk though.
Yeah, exactly. So why would we need to get some like
But they were
questionable?
trying to make kids get like 5-year-olds get
Yeah.
it.
and
Do you think
booster
Trump
doses.
really cares
What?
about like like? Do you think it's like I'm a billionaire and I'm doing this because I like my country, or is it like for his ego?
I think he cares because he didn't
Or
have to run
both?
again. Like he got
Because he
legal-
lost, you know what I mean? Like, I feel it. Like, I'm competitive too. Like, if I lost, I'd probably run it again too. But like, I would want to get. You might get there someday. You might get there before me. If I ever see $1 billion, the last thing I'm going to do is run for president.
Well, it seems to have cost him money. He got legally harassed. There's
Hell,
all
why the
these
fuck he do that?
lawsuits. They tried to put him in jail.
They tried
They
to
tried
kill him.
to kill him. So like, I think he understands the stakes are very high, and he's the best shot the Republicans have to get power again.
Yeah.
So even though I wasn't even a Trump guy, and I was actually a DeSantis guy in the primaries, I thought DeSantis is much more effective.
I know they hate each other.
I do acknowledge that Trump, I think, is doing it for the right reasons now.
Yeah?
And I do support him. Like, I didn't vote for him last time. I didn't vote.
Hello?
But for crypto's sake, we don't have a choice.
Somebody the other day brought up a good point of like, is Trump doing it for the right reasons? Like he talks about making a stronger economy and stuff like that. And it does make sense because they framed it in this way. What's Trump's main business? What's always been his main source of revenue?
Real estate?
Real estate.
And, well, behind that, hospitality, right?
Right.
Hotels, resorts, golf, things that people need money to go spend on entertainment.
Yeah.
So why would a thriving economy, that's only going to benefit him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't get anything from corporate, oligarchs, with a, yeah.
I mean,
So framing it like that, it makes a lot of sense.
it's also existential for him because if he doesn't win, they will put him in prison for the rest of his life.
If he doesn't win?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, they'll try.
Because they control the architecture and they control the courts and
Who's that?
effectively the Biden admin. They
Wait,
control
they can't put him in jail, can they?
The
they're-
left as a whole. I mean,
they're
they could try
trying.
again.
They're
Look,
trying.
all the
There's
stupid
4
charges they
cases.
tried with the.
What did he do? Like tax shit?
There's 4 outstanding cases. They're in various stages. One has to do with the election interference in Georgia. One had to do with the value of his house in Mar-a-Lago, which was apparently
Wrong.
manipulated.
And Trump Tower. Wrong.
I've honestly lost count of all this stuff that they're trying to nail him with.
It's a great big tower. It's huge.
Yeah, no, that's.
They said it was small, but it's not.
I'm
It's
tired of
huge.
these guys. I wanted. I liked Vivek.
Vivek was the man. I interviewed him.
You talked to him?
Yeah,
What's
for
he
my
like?
show. He's the smartest individual in politics I've ever interacted with. I think his
Really?
IQ is 150.
Do you think he's too smart though for people to connect with average people?
He's not that relatable,
Yeah.
but he's a genius.
Very smart.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not great.
He's
like
very
he
good at
got in his
crypto.
own way.
He came and spoke at a bunch of crypto conferences when he was running, so that's how I got introduced to him.
He does crypto shit?
He understood that it's important for the future Republican Party,
Yeah.
but his history is more in biotech.
Yeah.
He started some biotech companies,
He's in a bunch of shit.
but he's an absolute genius. I'm glad that he's like involved in some capacity.
Yeah. Oh, like he it was him who Tucker Carlson and someone else had like the Republican.
At the convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cool squad. I knew all of them. I was like, oh shit. Met JD Vance on TV. JD Vance, this guy, 39. I was like, oh shit.
Do you like JD Vance?
I mean, he's a VC. I'm a VC.
Why do they call him weird?
He's
Yeah.
a little strange. But I mean, I think his platform is very pragmatic. Like it's all about the working class.
Yeah.
Like remember, the left used to be in favor of the working class. Now they're in favor of the elites.
Yeah.
They're in favor of the coastal elites, like the professional classes. JD Vance represents a new Republican Party that actually supports manufacturing, working class individuals. It's a big shift.
Quick clarification: JD Vance, VC, I understand, but was he ever a tech guy? I keep hearing that people are saying like he came from tech,
What,
but
Silicon
my understanding
Valley,
was
right?
he came from
So like
VC or both.
his story is like he wrote the book Hillbilly Elegy. He went to Yale Law and then he went to work for Peter Thiel, who's obviously a very well-known venture capitalist, and then he started his own venture fund, which was actually not like a Silicon Valley fund. Like the objective was to invest in middle America, so it wasn't like a typical out-of-touch VC tech guy thing. It was like, we're gonna invest in businesses in like Ohio and stuff like that. So he's more dimensional than that, I would say.
You have your own VC or you run one?
Yeah,
How's that work?
I started a venture fund 8 years ago. We just do crypto startups, basically.
So you just pitch this to a bunch of rich people and then that's
Pretty
how you
much.
start a
Yeah,
venture?
that's like the secret
In
with
its simplest form, break down what VC is for Joey.
you raise money from wealthy individuals and then you go and invest it in a bunch of startups. And if the startups get sold and you do well, you keep 20% of the profits. That's basically the deal.
So that's what you do all day?
Yeah,
You
and
look for
trained,
businesses and shit?
trained.
Oh yeah, I mean, I see you half the day. I don't see the other half.
Yeah, the other half I take Zoom calls that talk to
The
entrepreneurs.
other half, which half you like better?
They're both hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that crazy? I'd rather get beat up and puke on the track than like do VC calls all day.
Yeah, I mean, doing Zoom calls is exhausting in its own way.
So he is a crypto guy, but you know Nick just fucking knocked someone out the other day.
yeah.
Should we roll the clip?
Yeah, we can
Business by
actually.
day,
We roll the clip. You
beat
gotta
shit
you gotta
by night.
airdrop Mitch the clip right
It's
here. We're gonna show you Nick knocking this guy out right
It's crazy.
here.
Talk about it while we play it.
All right, so
Break down what's going on here.
this is my first fight. This is the promotion's karate combat, so it's more MMA rules. I trained boxing. We trained boxing together, but I picked up some small amounts of Muay Thai kickboxing.
I don't know why he says small amounts. Like it looks like every day to me. I don't know.
In the fight,
It looked like he goes every day to me.
I won via knees in the clinch, and I won with this liver kick at the
Yeah.
end, and then I finished him with the hands. So the boxing didn't even come into it. It was crazy, but
You were kicking people.
I knocked him out in the first round. I wanted to prove to people that like crypto people are not just these like weird nerds.
Yeah.
Like we can be tough as
Yeah.
well.
You know what's I mean, I'll say it in front of him. It's kind of funny. Like I met him the first time, and they're like, "All right, Nick has a fight." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then Latin's like, "Show me the card." I'm like, "Wait." He's like, "I don't know. Like, got your Instagram, whatever." We talk. Like, I don't know. He looks like a normal dude on Instagram. And then I'm like, "He's headlining." I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I was like, looking at it, I'm like, "Oh my god." He's the biggest fucking crypto guy in the world. And then I'm like, wait, he's headlining with Billy McFarland. And then that was the first plan.
That was
You were supposed to,
canceled,
and then
yeah.
his first fight got, what, they killed.
My
he
opponent pulled out a week before.
He was
'cause
scared.
He said he had a broken rib.
Yeah, right.
Because I put out a promo video. He pulled out the next day.
Yeah, yeah, he did, but that's what happened.
Yeah. It was sus.
All right, then keep going. So then this guy picked up.
Yeah, I mean, they found me an opponent. This guy's ex-military. He fought in Afghanistan.
Oh, you don't know this one. You knew the first guy, right?
Yeah, the second guy actually works for one of my portfolio companies.
So you know him a little bit.
So I didn't know him personally. Yeah, he's actually a really nice guy. And he was the same size, same weight, and roughly same experience. So he was a good fit. But on the day, I just wanted it more. I came out really aggressive, landed on him. He got one uppercut on me, but it was all one-way traffic.
Yeah.
And I got the finish.
How quick? What round was it?
First round.
That was the first round.
A minute and 20 seconds in.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was he like, that's a man? Was he bitching like you're supposed to be a girl?
No, he was nice about it. Like, we were friends after, but I was so happy that it ended in the first round because I did not want to fight 3 rounds. I was tired, dude.
Already?
You know how hard it is, man.
I'm bad. I smoke too much. You don't smoke, right? Nah, just nicotine mints.
Yeah, just the nicotine. Yeah, I mean, I cut out all alcohol, drugs, everything.
You don't drink at all?
For the duration of the fight camp, I cut it
Oh,
out.
yeah. No, that's normal. But now you drink.
Well, I'm in another fight camp. I have another fight.
Oh, shit. Who's this opponent? Can I see a picture of him?
He's a crypto nerd.
Oh, he is? So you better
Yeah.
whoop his ass, bro.
He won his first fight. He's 1-0 like me.
Uh-oh.
Evenly matched.
And you got to drop weight. What did he fight at the first time? Don't say 155.
I fought it. I don't know if there's
Not
a
you,
picture of this guy, but
I know what you fought at.
I fought at 165. The next one's a 155.
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog. So this is boxing.
So you guys are going to be fighting for
Damn, I wanna see a
crypto
picture of him.
superiority,
Yeah.
basically.
There's like some kind of belt on the line.
Oh,
Is
really?
there?
Yeah.
Like a
Is it
crypto
in,
belt?
where is it?
It's in Singapore.
Oh, yeah, they told me that.
Yeah.
Wait, when?
September 18th.
Yeah.
September 18th.
Yeah, I think me and Latin are going to do Spar Wars in November.
I want to see you fight, man.
I know, I have to, right? It's
You're-
scary. Bro, I would, like, people don't really get it, honestly. Like, it is the, like, bro, I played football for, like, 17 years. Like, I've been hit, bro. I've been cracked. It's different getting hit in a football uniform than it is getting punched in the face. Like, I don't know, like, there's not much that can prepare you for it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I guess sparring, the more you spar, the more comfortable you get. But, like, I guess I'm not to the point where when I spar, I'm completely comfortable. Like, it's like crazy anxiety. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not in a bad way. It's just like like when you're in a fist. Like, have you ever been in a fist fight like on the street?
No, I'd never.
It's the same. So I used to get in trouble in school and shit. And I used to fight people, but like, it's like that feeling. Like, you're like on one, and you get so like going into a camp, stepping into a ring with somebody like doesn't get enough credit as
Yeah.
it should.
I'd never felt like that in my life before.
Do you know what I mean? Like walking into the arena, are you like shitting? Like, are you like, fuck?
You know, I was calm when I walked
Were
in
you?
because I've done like a lot of like keynotes and stuff like that, and it was like that.
Oh,
It was
like
actually
public
like
speaking.
that. Yeah.
See, I don't think that's like that, bro. The stakes are
It
way
helped.
different.
I agree because like this thing was streamed and like I knew that hundreds of thousands of people were gonna watch it, and if I got knocked out in like an embarrassing way, that highlight would follow me around for the rest of my
Ever.
career.
Yeah.
Forever. Everyone I know would see that. That's what I was afraid of, not of the guy.
Yeah.
I was afraid of like the social media
Yeah.
shame.
No, that's what I would be more scared of too. Not even getting hurt. It's
No.
the fucking pressure of like
Just looking like a bitch.
losing. Like,
Yeah.
I hate losing. Like, oh my God, bro. You get knocked out in front. Like, I watch people box and it's like, oh my God, that's a bad fight. People are like, oh my God, he got knocked out so easy. It's like, all it takes is a fucking second. Like,
Yeah, it could be one.
you had headgear, no headgear.
No headgear.
Yeah, see, that's
no
fucking
shin
crazy.
guard, 4-ounce gloves, small gloves.
Yeah, that's nuts, bro. So this next guy you're fighting, he's what? You don't know him.
He's like a well-known crypto trader. He actually.
So you know of him. You don't
his
really
last
know.
fight, he bet 150 grand on himself and won.
Did you bet on yourself?
No,
You're allowed to, right?
you can, yeah. So he's like a kind of a big shot crypto trader. I think I'm better than him skill-wise, but
Yeah.
he has a dog in him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
I actually don't know.
Black, white, Asian?
Asian.
Asian?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. But it's boxing.
Anything can happen in there. So yeah, we'll see. I've been sparring. I did 10 rounds on Friday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
we should spar
I'm down.
again. I
I'm
think,
down. Are you going paintballing today?
Yeah, we're
Are
right
you?
after this, right?
I got the invite, but I'm working today.
Yeah.
Right now we got to spar. I feel like nighttime's hard for me though. I gotta quit smoking. I gotta throw the bong away.
You got the better of me last time we
That-
sparred. I thought.
I mean, dude, what was it 1 or 2 rounds?
Yeah, because
I'm also a lot
so
taller
much
than you.
range.
Yeah, I'm also a lot bigger than you. And I think, like, even though you've had a fight, I think I've sparred a lot more than you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I just started recently.
Yeah, that's what was when you told me. When I remember, I don't know if you remember this. You're like in your camp right now. You're like, yeah, I haven't really sparred. And I'm like, bro, your fight is 3 weeks out or something. I'm like, you've never. He's like, we've done like little light spar. I'm like,
Yeah.
gotta get on that. Like, how many times did you spar before your fight? Like 4 or 5?
Half a dozen. Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
I wasn't really that ready. I hadn't trained a lot of the techniques that I used
Yeah.
in the fight. It was instinctual.
Yeah, right. You just go in, and that's how I feel also about, like, we spend a lot of time, like, you talk about your hips, or you rotate your hands, you're twisting your shit, bro. When you go in sparring, you're not like you know what I mean? Like, whatever works. Like, as soon as you see him open, then that's when I'm not thinking about technique. I'm thinking about like whatever. I feel like technique goes out the window until you're really experienced.
And my form was trash in the fight. Like, I was throwing these wild hooks that I
course.
was telegraphing.
Did you watch Latin's first fight?
Yeah. Well, I thought he actually looked pretty good.
No, he looked good, but they were gassed after he went in
He
and
was
just
totally
fucking
gassed
because his
after
dude was
round.
coming at him, and then the second round they were fucked. Like, that's just inexperience, but that's normal. You know what I mean? That's inexperience. Like, the more you can calm down and like set your guy up. I'm a Roy Jones Jr. guy. Do you remember when he fought Tyson like a couple years ago?
I was before my time.
No. He
I'm
fought
like
Tyson.
the UFC guy. I'm not a big
Like
boxing guy.
when they were 50 years old. I'm saying they fought in 2020.
Oh,
like,
yeah, like exhibition.
yeah,
match.
yeah. They were like 50. My dad was on the training team for Roy Jones
Really?
Jr. And I got to watch them train one time. I have videos and shit. It's pretty sick. But he wasn't the same. My dad was almost like, he didn't like it. My dad was like, he didn't have any knee. You know what I mean? His knees
It's
are
sad
gone.
to see these
and he's like
guys
running
in
hills
their
and shit. My
50s,
dad's
yeah.
like, shouldn't be running hills nonstop like that. You're 50 something. Like, your knees are gone. Like, you should probably chill and train different than you were when you were 25. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but Roy Jones Jr., one of his best advice that I heard him say was like to stay in like to keep your conditioning good is think like try to forget everything and just focus on like getting that person to do what you want to do. Like, set them up. And then focus on that, and then you'll be more calm. And it's like, set them up, tap them here, tap them there, see what they do, set them up, and then that'll take your mind up. If you think, okay, let me set this guy up, and you just get your mind on that, he was like, it takes your anxiety away. It's almost like you got something to work towards. If not, you're just sitting there waiting to get hit and then reacting. You know what I mean? He was like, sit there slow, watch them react. He was different though. Roy Jones Jr. fought a lot different than other people.
In my fight, the advice that John gave me was like, you need to come out super aggressive, pressure him constantly. Don't give him time to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Because he will become comfortable as the fight goes on.
Yeah.
And so I came out at a crazy level of intensity and luckily got the finish. But I wouldn't have been able to sustain that for 3 rounds.
See, that's what would be scary to me is because I guess my biggest problem right now is cardio. So I think I would try to coast like for a long time. Like, I wouldn't come out hard because I'd be so scared about burning out. Like, I'd be so worried about burning out. Because if you don't finish him in that first round, then it's like,
I was gambling.
Fuck.
Because, like, my cardio was pretty dialed. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the camp, I was running a 5:30-minute mile.
Yeah,
Believe it
that's
or not.
crazy.
I started
That's
at
crazy.
7-minute mile. I got down to 5:30. So I thought I had good cardio, but after 1 minute in the fight, I could feel my legs
Yeah.
going. 1 minute.
because it's anxiety,
I
you're
feel the legs
clenched. It's
going.
different. You're taking punches. It takes it out of you. Like, it's crazy.
People
Like,
just don't understand the cardio requirements of
nah,
fight. They
dude, I
don't
feel like
get
I'm
it.
gonna. Dude, we went for what 2.5 minute round, 3 minute round, dude. I was like, wanted to throw up. Like, it's like so. Like, after every round, I'm like gagging and shit. My cardio is so whack. You gotta
stop smoking.
That's the hardest part of boxing is cardio.
It's crazy. All I can think about is smoking right now, Cody. Can we burn one soon? All right, what else going on in the crypto world? I need to hear something else. I feel like I asked you some shit. Who got beat? Who's the biggest loser in the crypto world? Who are you like, yo, that guy's a fraud?
I don't want to call people out specifically, but
Whose podcast did you just go on recently? That is like,
Oh, big name.
yeah.
My boy Latin knew about him, and he taught me about him, and he was like, yo, it's a big deal. Nick is on podcast.
I do so many podcasts. I don't
You said it
remember.
earlier.
You know who we're talking about.
Oh, we talking about Lex Friedman?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did that
yeah,
years ago. And then
Yeah,
he
I know.
blocked
You
me
looked
on
like a
Twitter.
baby in it, actually.
Yeah,
I
I
barely
did.
recognize you. Yo, Nick is in it. He
I
has
look
like
so different.
a Patagonia zip-up, glasses, his hair is all.
Finance, bro.
I was like, oh, my God, look at this fine young man. I know I'm being sweaty and gross on the track.
It's like a running joke in crypto that I look like wildly different from how I
From
did
when
years,
you really
2 or 3 years
dude
ago.
I do that too,
But it's on purpose. It's like you got to evolve.
I feel I look different, bro, every couple years. Like everyone tells me that. Like if you look up memories of me, like bro, I change from like middle school, high school to like I look so different. It's so weird. Like I look like me, but it's like, bro, I'm so skinny. I was like 210 pounds in college. I was
No
like way
way.
big. Yeah, I played football. Like I was a lot bigger.
Wow.
And I didn't smoke weed, so I ate a lot and shit. No nicotine. But no, I look a lot different.
You have to reinvent
but
yourself.
It's good. It's,
I believe in that, dude.
I like looking different. I don't want to look the same.
I was sick of people thinking of me as like a crypto nerd.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to get into combat sports.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose weight. Like I'll.
That bothered you?
Yeah.
If people were like,
For
why?
sure.
What? In what sense? Like were people like?
Because it's like, okay, fine. Like, yeah, like I'm doing fairly well in this one domain, but like you still don't have respect. You know? So like that's part of the reason I got into combat sports.
So you think? Oh, you think you don't have respect being like just a crypto guru?
No,
No?
in a narrow sense, like yeah, other crypto dudes like
In
you.
a niche.
Yeah.
But you just being an internet micro celeb in one specific niche, that's not very satisfying.
Yeah.
I want to be more well-rounded.
And you think like the fighting? Oh, that just makes you. I mean, yeah, those are two polar opposites.
Yeah, and I also think like for the sake of politics, which is my long-term plan, aesthetics really matters.
Yeah.
Like look at JD Vance. People are making fun of him.
Yeah.
He's like kind of out of shape,
Yeah.
right? Aesthetics is everything.
Yeah.
Like people make political decisions based on just like looking
Yeah.
at people, right?
So I was saying, I think like 80% of the president's job. So like I grew up in an area where everyone hated Obama. Okay, everyone hated Obama. Like like I was too young to even realize whatever the fuck. Like I don't know. Like just like wealth, whatever his policies were and shit. Whatever. Looking back on it, dude, like I think the president's job is to be a figurehead, like to look like he knows what to look like you don't want to mess with it. Like kind of like this guy he's sharp, he can talk well, and he's put together. You know what I mean? Like, and I think Biden completely lost. I don't think it's a secret that the president doesn't make every decision. Like they don't make every decision, and the decisions they do make, they get great advice from a bunch of people. Like. They are supposed to look from the outside looking in like they got everything together. And I think Obama had that. You know what I mean? Obama, that was probably why he won. He looked like he had everything together, and he spoke like he had everything together.
Well, he's also the first black president, so that was kind of a big.
But his charisma, he had excellent
what-
charisma.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like he will forever
Like-
be like the cool president.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking their job is more look like you know what you're doing, not as much as really know what you're doing.
And towards the end, like we knew that Biden wasn't making any
Zero
decisions.
Yeah.
And
Not even putting input.
yeah. Like Trump at least looks presidential and he commands the room and he does put fear into the hearts of our enemies.
Yep.
Like there were no wars
Yep.
when he was in office.
Because they know he could fucking do anything at any
You
time.
remember
He's crazy.
that one baller move that he did, showing the whoever
The-
leader a picture of his own house.
That's incredible. Like
That's savage.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No,
He was
what
like
was
in
it?
Afghanistan.
Or Iran or something like that.
He
tweeted
goes
it?
in a meeting with one of these guys. He shows him a satellite picture of his own house. He's like, sleep well tonight, buddy. If you don't do this,
Yeah.
like, it's over.
Fuck around and find out. Like
And
you have a
like,
missile
That's what I'm
lock
saying.
on your
Biden
house
couldn't even
24
say
hours.
that to somebody. Like we need somebody like I'm
Competent.
down for a young like like I was down for any like when we were I was watching the head of the Secret Service, that woman, get grilled by like 4 different people, and I was like, yo, can any of these? What was that? Senate? Like what the fuck was that? What was that group of
Congressional
people?
it
hearing,
was
I
a
think.
congressional hearing.
Who
yeah.
Congress? That was Congress.
Yeah.
Like any of those people want to be president? No, they're too cool. Like what? Like we have 2 fucking cartoon characters running for president. We don't have.
But
like,
then as soon as any one of those people run for president, they become a cartoon character. You know what I mean? Like
is that true? Is that
They're
true?
going to dissect anybody
It
who
didn't
ever
used to be
runs.
like that. I feel like.
No, but it is now.
I remember Bush and them. They were kind of cartoon. Bush and who did he run against?
Kerry,
What was his name?
Gore.
No, what was it? Kerry? What was
Yeah.
it for Jim
John
Kerry?
Kerry. John Kerry.
John Kerry. So I remember
Kerry.
they. I remember they were like
2004.
cartoonish looking because they kind of made them look like political cartoons.
Yeah.
Obama really wasn't that. I feel like
Politics, they're just not serious in this country anymore. Like, I feel like.
it's a reality show. It's because we know they're not the ones actually doing shit.
Yeah. There's just bureaucrats that are permanently in office that make the decisions.
So we need a good figurehead. We need a good person that looks like they know what they're doing. so other rich people can control what they're doing anyway. At least we'll feel like safe.
The election's right around the corner. Go vote.
We need Bitcoin.
Whoever you're voting for.
Yeah, Florida I think is safely red now, which
Yeah.
is new.
Yeah.
It was purple before.
Like not even historically,
It was
but
a
by a
swing
huge
state.
margin. It's
I'll
red
give
now.
DeSantis credit for that. He turned it
Yeah.
into a ruby red state.
I don't vote here though. I vote in Pennsylvania. And they were- that's good though.
That's a swing state.
I know.
That's one of the most important ones.
I know, and we lost. I won and lost. I'm like 1-1 since I'm able to vote.
Oh yeah. I've actually never voted.
Never
'cause
ever?
I only became a U.S.
Oh, you're an
citizen
alien.
Later, yeah. I'm a
Wait,
Brit.
Bad.
I'm a Brit.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I only became a citizen.
Wait, is that
when
your
I was-
passport?
I have both now. I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen.
What
Don't we,
year
yeah,
did-
don't
what
we
year
need
did you
you?
become a
You do
citizen?
enough in crypto and
I
they'll
was
give you one.
25, so I don't exactly remember. 2018.
Okay, so right after, you were like right in between elections, pretty
Yeah.
much. Okay.
Yeah.
But you didn't vote in 2020.
No.
Did you not even any midterms, anything like that, or nothing?
The first election I voted in was this most recent midterm. I voted for DeSantis
Okay.
and Rubio.
Damn, so you're 0-1?
So you'll vote your first presidential election
This
in 2020.
Yeah.
In November.
Yeah. I feel like I'm more of a U.S.
Kamala. He told me
citizen.
I'm gonna make a public. He's voting for Kamala.
If I voted for her, that'd be against my interest.
Yo, is anyone voting for her? Deadass. If she wins, bro, there's something up. Because I haven't talked or seen one person.
She hasn't made any speeches. She hasn't done any press conferences.
She fell out of a coconut tree.
She fell out of a coconut.
She was like the most
Fell out of a coconut
unpopular.
tree.
She was the most unpopular VP ever, and like now all of a sudden, because they got rid of Biden, like she's wildly popular.
Yeah.
gonna be they're gonna turn her into a media pop star.
It doesn't make any sense.
Pop star.
Dude, isn't
Doesn't make
that
any sense.
crazy how like Biden wasn't too old, now he's too old, so Trump's too old, and
Trump's still with it.
They didn't have.
no, but I'm saying the narrative
Oh.
is Biden
Yeah.
is not too old to be president and run again. Then he's too old to even finish presidency. That's what they want him
Yeah.
to stop. You saw Biden. I mean, Trump is like, Joe Biden is angry right now. He doesn't want he didn't want to drop out. They he's over. You know what I mean? So now
Well, yeah. Talk about a conspiracy theory. Biden was clearly too old in 2020.
yeah.
Everybody saw that.
It's not too old. It's just too dement. Like
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
not about
just
age.
about
It's
age.
about
Yeah, yeah.
sharpness.
Yeah, yeah,
like he
totally.
just wasn't sharp.
Yeah, like there's very sharp
he didn't
people
age good.
at that age.
Yeah, he didn't age
Trump
good.
for Trump's
Trump is
age,
sharp.
he's 78, I think. Right now he's 78.
Trump.
Yeah, 78.
And if you've seen him
Sharp.
speak, he'll speak for 3 hours without
Without
notes.
even yeah.
I've seen him in person.
Yeah.
I've seen him do it. 3 hours with no
Yeah.
notes, just speaking.
Yeah, that's wild.
Who can do that?
Nobody.
I
But,
can't.
Yeah, I
but
can't
to
do
do
that.
that multiple times a day, to
Yeah.
do that one place and then fly somewhere across the country, do it again, sleep 5. He only sleeps like 5 hours
Get
a
shot
night.
in the ear.
Get shot, and then the night, go do another rally. Like it's insane.
it's
He's
incredible.
clearly
How
sane.
soon is there an age limit to run for governor or?
No.
Sen- there
well,
isn't?
there's a minimum age to
Yeah,
be
that's what I'm saying.
president. Is
I didn't
minimum.
mean age limit. I meant
40, I
age.
think, right?
35 to be president.
Yeah. I knew that. What about to be?
There's no
governor?
max. No, I don't for governor
Minimum?
or senator. There's no limits.
No minimum.
Yeah,
no max. There's no max. But what's the minimum for a governor?
I don't believe there is
Governorship.
one for governor.
18 probably, maybe 21.
but I
21
have to
probably.
check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to look into that. Maybe you have to be older than 35.
My
How soon would you like to? You'd like to be in that? Like you'd like to be fucking
you know
the enemy of the fucking
You know the expression, you may not be interested in politics, but it's interested in you?
I never heard that.
Well, now you know it. Politics became interested in me. As
Yeah.
a crypto person, someone that speaks for the crypto industry, the U.S. government tried to destroy us.
Yeah.
Now we're sticking up for ourselves. We're exerting our muscle in Washington. Mm-hmm. That was my introduction to politics.
So it's a calling.
And I feel compelled to keep doing it. And I think it suits me. And once I'm done with venture capital, and if I have exits and things go well, I'll be able to self-fund a race. Mm-hmm. So that is my plan, but it's a 10-year plan.
10-year plan.
But the problem is I live in Florida. I'm not from here. You know, I grew up in Maryland.
Yeah.
And I was born a Brit. I was born in Africa.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm very much not from here.
Yeah.
So I feel like I have to somehow beat the allegations that I'm a carpetbagger.
Well, now you're an African American. You can technically
yeah.
identify as an African
Yeah,
American.
I was born in Swaziland.
I think Florida's a good place to be be living in for that problem.
Because no
I
one's
think
from
Florida's
Miami,
a real
right?
yeah. I think like what all the like any like immigrant family that I've met fucking hangs a Trump flag up in their house. Like,
Yeah.
they like love it.
All the Cubans here.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
JT's Trump.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
boat Trump.
Yeah,
Trump everywhere. And you're like,
You want to
holy fuck.
call New York a melting pot? Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
South
100%.
Florida's a melting pot.
100%.
Yeah.
So I have to persuade Floridians that I'm one of them.
Yeah.
So I'm learning Spanish.
Do you have anything yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
What do you got?
What do you want
I
to
don't
¿Qué
know,
quieres hablar?
You hit the Duolingo a couple more times.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Tell me about your nicotine company.
Okay, so I just started a nicotine mint company.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Chelsea Naturals. I started with my friend Megan. It is focused on the female market because the male market for nicotine pouches is fully saturated.
Mm-hmm.
Guys do Zyn, they have On, Velo, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or they vape or smoke cigarettes. Women don't have an alternative to vaping
Mm-hmm.
or cigarettes right now. So we spent the last year.
Because there's a bad, what's the word?
like a
Stigma
like,
around girls throwing a dip in.
Have you ever seen a girl?
Yeah, it's gross.
No,
dip
it's a bad stigma. I
or
agree. If
do
I
a pouch. No.
I saw an attractive girl and I saw her pack a lip, probably be out.
It's gross.
You know what I mean?
You
I'd
have to
probably be look
spit.
the other. That's not very attractive.
No.
So
Even honestly, when I see a dude do it, I'm like,
Well, you wouldn't want to kiss.
yeah,
him
that's
after.
what, that's what I'm saying. I don't look at it as a dude like he's attractive. But
no,
if I saw a girl
not even
put
like
it-
that. But even if I did see a dude just put a fat lip in, I'd be like,
Gross.
Well, it's
Definitely
kinda gross.
It's,
Yeah.
it's giving like hillbilly.
Yeah.
You
A
know.
little bit.
So
So we have a solution.
well, so I spent the last year and $300,000 of my own money prototyping a nicotine mint.
See, $300,000 of your own money.
Yeah, a nicotine mint that works for women. That is all natural, all organic ingredients. That you know what all the ingredients are. So there's no surprises in there. And I looked at all the other nicotine gums, the lozenges, everything else that existed. They were all like pharmaceutical grade products, like Nicorette.
Yeah.
that's how they market them, right?
Yeah.
Like Zyn, like it says on the thing, pharmaceutical grade nicotine.
So all this stuff is medicalized, but that's not what people want. They want an alternative to vaping, which is like classy,
Yeah.
which you're not ashamed. It doesn't look like something you get at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
So that's what we designed, Chelsea Naturals.
Yeah, you don't want like a prescription.
No.
You
It
don't
shouldn't
want to be a patient.
This whole thing has been delivered under the guy. It's like, okay, here's a prescription to stop smoking. But nicotine is just a standalone stimulant. It shouldn't be a medical thing. It's just a good quality nootropic that makes you more productive.
Yeah.
And gives you a slight buzz. So we're trying to basically rebrand nicotine.
Yeah.
Is what we're trying
You
to
do nicotine now?
Yeah.
Like
I'm-
what form?
I do the pouches.
Pouches now?
On. I like On specifically. It's better than Zyn, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But women will never do the pouches.
Nah.
There's one country in the world where women do the pouches. It's Sweden. Have you ever been to Sweden? Women there do snus, which is tobacco.
Not the.
Tobacco pouches.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen here. It's like specifically a
Yeah.
Sweden thing.
Yeah. I know what
we,
that is.
We did some market research, talked to a bunch of Swedes. But yeah, American girls are never going to do pouches. They will do mints.
Yeah.
So that's what we.
Do you have a package picture? Like, do you have any?
I can show you.
I mean, you don't have to leak it. I just want to see it.
I can show you the
I saw it.
designs.
It looks cool.
Did you saw the package? How'd you see it?
Because you showed, bro, you were late.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, you already talked about the mints and shit.
We did a pod before you even came in to do this pod. Like,
This is the second pod.
Yeah, we did the
Before
pre-pod.
we got here. Yeah, the design is like female focused.
Hey.
but what I was saying to him is,
It looks like the
if I was a
Monet.
guy,
It looks like a
Yeah. It's artistic.
That's lit.
as a guy though, I wouldn't be afraid to buy that though.
Yeah, no, I'd want
We
that.
also
Like the
have a
packaging,
version
it just
with,
looks cool,
titties
you know?
on there.
Is that a pregnant woman?
No, she just has a nice, rotund
Voluptuous,
belly. Yeah,
I see a half a nipple.
Figure.
There's half a nip.
Half a
on that
nip.
one.
It's a little
Is
nip
this a
slip.
different flavor? Oh, nighttime. Oh no, nicotine.
No, it's just templates right now.
Yeah, I
But,
was thinking. So this is the first time I seen the name of it. Chelsea Natural.
Chelsea Naturals. This is what the tins.
I thought you were gonna play something because your name is Nick. Like
I know, but
nicotine.
that would be kind
little
of
on the nose.
too obvious. Yeah, but I was born to do this.
Yeah, you were born for nicotine.
Yeah.
This is lit.
Good,
I want to
right?
try one. Can I get a buzz on?
I can get you a sample. They're good. We have some great flavors. Citrus goes hard.
You like citrus?
That's our best
You
flavor.
use? You don't really use them. They're not like.
I mean,
Wait, how's the process go into being
I was gonna say, like, do you need FDA? You have to do all that. Like,
how can you be in gas station shit with a drug?
You don't have to get full FDA approval because we're not trying to have this be a pharmaceutical product.
Yeah.
So you do a pre-market application.
Like GNC. So you're doing like a supplement.
It's like a supplement.
Oh my God, that's the biggest scam market.
That's a
Supplement.
You're informing them what you're doing, but you don't have to get approved to do anything, which is nice. But you do have to put stuff on the packaging.
Everything in GNC, you can just like put whatever you want on the pack. Like it's not FDA approved.
This is what I learned from this journey is like it's much sketchier and less regulated than you think it is.
I know like there's like 2 supplements that actually work in GNC, and it's whey protein and it's like creatine and caffeine.
Yeah.
Like those are the only things that are really proven in the lab. Creatine, caffeine, and whey protein. Everything else in there is you probably pissing and shitting it out. Like
it's kind of snake oil.
Yeah.
And it's really weird to me how easy it is to get into market and create a consumer product. And
like this will make you sleep great at night, wake up energized, and you'll fucking bench 100 pounds more.
And no one's checking. No one's doing quality control.
Like what?
But yeah,
but this is a little more straightforward though. Like it does what nicotine does. Everybody knows what nicotine does when you use nicotine.
And
so
it's very
I think it's an easier
scientifically
sell.
tested. There's a big body of literature. It temporarily improves your IQ, improves your reaction.
You swallow
time.
it, you don't spit it.
It dissolves.
Suck it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
like
just
a mint,
dissolves
like a-
in your
yeah.
mouth. You shouldn't chew it.
And it doesn't like, because I've had a Zyn before, and people tell you like, yeah, you can swallow it, you can swallow it. Like I don't, like I hate it.
Swallow
Like I spit it. Everyone swallow it. Like people swallow.
You should
Like kids
not
on my football
swallow
team
Zyn.
used to practice with a Zyn in their
gross.
mouth and shit. Like
That's what I do half the time with boxing.
have a Zyn in
Yeah, put it inside the mouth guard
while you're
to get my reaction time up. Yeah.
You think it helps?
It does. It's scientifically proven.
I think I would have to shit and like be shaky.
That's why baseball players dip.
I thought they were just bored.
Well, it
It's like
also
sunflower seeds.
it all-
I thought they were just in the outfield bored.
probably that.
Fuck,
also.
if they could rip a vape out there, they'd probably be ripping vape out there.
Yeah, there are a lot of proven scientific benefits to nicotine. It is also addictive.
Oh wait,
obviously.
the other thing I wanted to bring up. Did you watch the boxing matches last night or no? Terrence Crawford was the main event.
No, I watched the UFC. Yesterday.
You see anything
I watched
about
the
that?
Boxing.
Oh, was there UFC?
Yeah.
So I didn't see. I just Terrence Crawford. I'm a Terrence Crawford fan. I like Terrence Crawford, and to be honest, because Mike Malak was saying he's the best pound for pound. Remember the other night he was talking all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, let me see what's good with this guy. I didn't know he was 37. Honestly, fought some 29-year-old guy. Boxing event isn't what I'm getting at. You said something about like back in the 70s, U.S. like went to Saudi Arabia and was like something about oil and whatever. So there was dude, me and Latner watching this fight for like an hour, bro, and I'm thinking it's in Saudi Arabia. But then I'm like, why is it dark outside? Because it's there's Saudi Arabia shit everywhere. The prince, bro. Turkey, his first name's Turkey. I forget what the fuck the rest is. Bro, 30 minutes. Please, Prince, Turkey, whatever, please come. We thank you. Bro, Oscar De La Hoya and Roberto Duran. We want to put you in the Hall of Fame. Bro, this nerd, bro. He's like 35, like this chubby fucking prince of... And I'm like, all right, this guy fucking paid the whole thing. Like, obviously, he paid him $100 million. Bro, you got Eminem was sitting next to him and Scottie Pippen.
Really?
Ringside, okay? And I'm like, this is in Saudi Arabia. Makes sense. I'm like, damn. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, dude, they must have paid Eminem a bag to come to Saudi Arabia. Like, what? Like, a couple mil. Dude, thank you, L.A., blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my God, they're in L.A., bro. The Saudi guy ran it, dude. They came in the ring. They gave him a belt, inducted him in the Hall of Fame. Barely knew English. Dude, you know, let's get ready to rumble. What's that guy's name?
The
old guy?
Bruce
Bro,
Buffer.
sucking the Saudi guy off. Your Excellency, dude, everybody. And I'm like, oh, dude, what the fuck is going on, bro? An hour, bro. Dude, everyone's like, bro, this guy left the ring, came back. Terrence Crawford's walking out. The guy runs to the walkout. It's just him and Terrence Crawford walking out. I'm like, yo, this guy, imagine this guy's dad. He's like, all right, we'll pay they can do whatever he wants. And now he's in the boxing world champion. He's in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, dude, since when did this guy buy California? Like, I was so mind blown. It's just money. They just pay hundreds of millions of dollars and he can do whatever he wants.
Dude, it's every aspect of sports, though. It's
the guy bought boxing.
It's Live Golf, the Premier League, soccer, like all of these.
Well,
Dude,
they just
I was,
have
like,
more
getting
money.
annoyed.
They just have more money than they know what to do with.
Yeah, they have to put it
They
somewhere.
have so much
Bro,
money.
But you buy
literally-
cultural influence when you buy
Yeah.
sports promotions.
Bro, it was literally like buying. It was like this kid was a loser in school and he bought like Michael Rubin. That's how I look at Michael Rubin. If you want to be honest, You know anything about
You're
Michael
definitely
Rubin?
not getting an invite to the next.
You're not going to his all whites
you're
party
definitely
in
not.
Bro,
Hampton.
Never.
The all-white party is literally an example of this guy was a loser in high school, got rich, buys all of his friends.
That's what I would do too.
No,
That party looked lit.
bro. It's weird what he does, bro.
Some of us like Michael
So imagine
Rubin.
this.
Mike
How-
Rubin, shout out.
How old's Michael Rubin? How old's Michael Rubin?
Throw me the invite.
How old's Michael Rubin?
30
40s?
something?
No,
30,
hell
late,
no.
Late 30s?
Fuck no, bro. 50. He has a 16-year-old daughter, bro.
That's true.
He's a Jew. He did not have kids when he was 16. So listen.
I'm trying to keep my invite open for the
Yeah, me
all-white
too. I don't know
party,
what
bro.
Joey's. I don't know.
You
He's
can-
so
Bro,
That's what I'm
You
talking.
can alienate
Michael
him.
Rubin doesn't give a fuck about either of you. He never invited you to his
Yeah.
party, so you might as
I'm
well.
leaving
Yeah.
the door
so
open.
you might as well.
Yeah.
Never say never.
No, but listen,
Exactly.
bro. This isn't weird, Cody. This isn't weird.
You're just not helping yourself.
Michael Rubin. Soon as 18, 19-year-old kids are drafted in the NBA, NFL, what's he do? The night they get drafted. Probably didn't know who they were the night before. Hey, come to my house. I'll sign you to Fanatics and we can have dinner together with Travis Scott. Dude, is that not buying your friends 19, 18? And of course, if I'm a
works. It
bro,
works.
that's so whack.
It's good business.
Bro, you think those kids aren't walking in like, you think Wembanyama isn't like, bro, this fucking loser Jew just giving me millions of dollars. Like, I don't give a fuck about him.
No, dude. It's like he's making them money, bro. They're getting a bag from him. I'm sure they like him.
Business, like, idea aside, like, it's like he's like,
All I'm saying is I want to go to the party one
Yeah,
day.
you're not gonna change either of our minds here.
no,
You're
now you guys are
preaching to the
being
choir.
worse.
I
I
wanna
have
go.
my outfit.
You guys are
ready,
being worse
dude.
because
Yeah.
you guys think he's a loser and you're
Max
scared to
is-
say it because you want to get invited
Max
to his
is ready to
big-ass
go to the
party.
white party, right?
He's dressed.
Yeah, he's ready. Like he's been ready
I
to
have
go.
so many all white outfits.
Bro, that place is going to get shut down for being a pervert ring in fucking 2 years anyway. So you guys can get invited to the fucking party.
I want to go before it gets shut
All right,
down.
we got up. No, I think he's a nerd that fucking buys his friends. That's it. That's simple, honestly. I don't think that he's a pervert or anything. I think
As
he's
a fellow
that buys his friends.
nerd who plans to buy
You buy your-
friends in
really?
the future. Not currently. I have a lot
Dude,
of great friends.
nothing would make me like.
Us nerds, we need a way to get people to
No,
be friends with us.
bro,
Bro,
what are you talking about?
You think I'm gonna get by on personality alone?
Yes,
I don't think so.
bro, that is so whack. Soon as I know a girl wants me for something that isn't just me, like the biggest turn up. Like if I know a friend isn't gonna be.
That's true, but you don't know. Some girls are very good at concealing it. Those are the professionals.
Think?
They're good
Nah,
at-
because you don't give them
hiding their
shit. Like if you don't
intentions.
give them anything, then they want
Well,
you for
that's
you.
true.
You can't
That's
give
true.
them shit.
So that's your strategy. Is like treat your girl terrible. So
No,
they
treat
don't-
them great. You treat them great, but you can't buy them shit. And then, like in the beginning, for sure you can't.
Split the bill.
And then you don't know. But
Sorry,
I mean,
babe, I'm testing.
maybe
you. We're
too much.
splitting the check.
Maybe no, not even like that. That's different. Buying dinner and shit's different. Like if a girl's only hanging out with you whenever you're going about like court or whatever, then like okay, there's a difference between like being nice to a girl and getting finessed.
True.
No.
Yeah, but I feel like some girls are playing the long
long
game,
con.
dude. Yeah.
Well, then they shouldn't.
Some girls are
Then they
smarter
shouldn't
than
put
that.
out right away. That's my biggest advice to girls. I think if you want to lock something down, wait a second to put it out. Like the longer you wait, the better. I think so. Is that smart or not? Does that make sense?
There's a lot of born again trad wives out there these
What's
days.
that?
Like
Three wives?
trad wives, like traditional values, like OnlyFans girls that pivoted. They're like, now I'm a Christian.
Yeah, that's
like,
bad. I know some
I'm
people that
doing
did that, and it's
trad.
like, what the fuck? I know some people that did
It
that.
feels like a
They're
performance.
like Christianity now. Like
Yeah, it feels like it's performative Christianity.
they were like over getting made fun of for having OnlyFans.
But as a Christian, I do believe that the
You
church
could be forgiven.
Yeah, I do. Every sinner has a future. Every saint has a past.
Were you religious growing up, or you knew religious?
No, I was born into an agnostic family.
That's no, you don't believe in nothing.
Well,
It's like the possibility that there could
yeah,
be
like
something, but
atheist / agnostic.
So-
unknown.
I like that's like where I am. It's crazy, bro. I grew up I know the Bible front to back, bro. Probably better than dude. I went to church like 3 times a week, like Bible study, church, and like some fucking like every week, bro. 3 times. Like I is Greek Orthodox, so bro, that was like a 2.5 hour where half of it's in Greek, half of it's in English. The same sermon twice, like every year of my life till I could drive till I was like 16. And my other grandma was more like Vows?
Voo.
Vu. It's non-denominational. It looks like
Non-denominational.
that. So my other grandma's non-denominational. So like, dude, I have like a great understanding. I don't know about religion in general, but Christianity, I have like a great understanding of it. Like I know the stories. Like I know the Bible. I've never read it like cover to cover, but I've sat in enough. You know how I mean, I don't know if Bible study is you sit down and go over a chapter once a week. So like I went through every chapter. Like I've been through every chapter. It's like a good thing. The way I think about religion now is people I really care about are really religious, like my grandmas. I think it's not much deeper than if it makes them happy that I'm involved in it, then that's it. You know what I mean? If I can make my grandma happy, that makes me happy. I've seen a lot of, I don't know. There's a lot of shitty people in church. There's a lot of great people that don't go to church.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I mean? Like,
I will tell you though, I would not have been able to do the boxing without being a Christian.
Really?
Every day when I would go to those sprints workouts, I would read a Bible verse to myself.
Can I say something that's kind of probably won't be agreed with a lot? Like I think it's what's the word for it? You asked him what is something opinion. Your what opinion? Like your hot opinion that people won't agree with.
Hot take?
I guess hot take.
Unpopular opinion?
Unpopular opinion, I guess. Yeah. I should have just said that. I think
spicy.
Like it really bothers me when athletes win something and then they can't shut up about giving credit to God.
That's what I did.
Did you? I didn't see your. I didn't.
In the post match. But I can explain
why. I think you did it, bro. I don't think God did it.
But the thing is, if you are a Christian, you see yourself as an instrument of God. So you understand there's a plan that he has that's much bigger than you.
But I'm saying you could have easily folded. Like you could have easily but that was you.
I know.
God would have let you fold. If you'd have quit, God wouldn't have stopped you.
I get what you're saying, but it gives you, I'm just speaking for myself, it gives you a lot of strength to believe
in something else.
That God is on your side.
Well,
like I think
just believe something else in general.
It causes you to win. It causes you to win, to believe that you have divine
like you couldn't
power.
Muster that about like your dad or mom or like you know what I mean, like if you kept thinking, like if I recited like my like something I really care about, that would probably give me fucking more than
it works for me.
God.
I'm not prescribing it for everybody else, but it did make the difference to me. I 100% believe that.
Like,
but it was funny because in the press conference,
I don't know how to ask.
There were pro fights on the same card, and there was this one guy who was like saying lots of stuff about how like God had commanded him to be a fighter, and one of the dudes in the press conference was like, "What if God's like on both your sides?"
Yeah, like, exactly. Then what? What if both you were reciting the same Bible verses?
Good answer.
That's a good question. I like that guy.
Yeah. What if one of you isn't God's favorite?
Yeah.
Like then what?
God's not supposed to have favorites.
I was cracking up.
So why did you win over him? What if he was praying every day?
Because I am God's favorite.
Oh, see? That's unchristian though.
Yeah. That's true.
No, I like religion talk. It gets me thinking.
Like, come to VU, bro. I'm going after this.
Nah, I've had enough church, bro.
I'm going tonight.
Oh wait, it's Sunday.
Yeah. It's the Lord's Day. You're working.
I went to church last night.
Did you actually?
Yeah. Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Oh wait, I did see you sent me.
Yeah.
No, I've been enough. You guys gotta catch up. I've been to enough fucking church.
So I went to Catholic school my entire life. I'm caught up.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm just maintaining.
Wait, so you guys, like, you had religion class every day and shit?
Yes, religion class, church on Wednesday, church on Sunday. Yeah.
And what did the Jews in your school do?
I went to Catholic school for 13 years, elementary, middle, and then 4 years high school.
And the Jews just learned about the Old Testament?
Bro, I don't know.
Well,
I honestly don't remember a lot about like.
There's more to the Torah
we
than
didn't
the
really
Old Testament, I think.
Is it?
We didn't really.
I thought it was basically
there's
the Old
like
Testament.
additional other chapters.
Because first time he told me there was Jews in his Catholic school, I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just because it was just a really good school, and like,
so like
I went to school in Boca, so like these Jewish kids, like the parents just wanted to send their kids to a good school.
So I'm picturing this. They're like, all right, today we're reading from Mark, so like you guys just close your eyes.
Just fucking
free period.
You won't get this part.
Yeah, this is not for you.
No, but I don't think religion's bad. You know what? I say that to some people. Like, I don't think religion's bad, and people say religion is bad. Like, most wars are, like, religion's not a good thing because a lot of war, like, people get killed because they're not the same religion as someone. Like, my understanding, if Alexander the Great wasn't a person and he didn't spread, what That was kind of Roman.
Well, he was Greek.
Well, he was Italian. He was Italian and loved the Greeks. Like he wanted to be Greek.
Well, as a Greek, partially Greek myself,
me too.
I claim him. So
Alexander the Great. Well, no, he was like the biggest fan. He's like made the whole world Greek. Like he made everybody Greek. And I think that like spread like that spreads like religion and Roman Catholic.
I don't know if you can
Like the conquistadors killed everyone that wasn't a Christian to make everyone a Christian.
You can't blame warfare for religion for warfare. Like that warfare is just part of human nature.
What if the conquistadors were Muslim and they killed everyone that wasn't Muslim and they made everyone Muslim? We'd probably be Muslim.
Well, that's how Islam spread. It started in the Middle East and now it's all across Africa.
But I'm saying that small chance that, okay, being Muslim was spread in the Middle East and being Christian was spread in America. What if by small chance it was switched? Would you be like, Christianity is not real and being Muslims?
Yeah, I mean, it's the cultural context you brought up in, which.
So that's crazy. So that if the cultural structure makes what you believe in, then
you're over-indexed on determining whether it's true or not, but it's more about whether it's useful, I think. So I don't worry about like whether the word of God is literally true. I just worry about, is it useful? Does it lead you to lead a good life?
Yeah,
and I think it does.
Practicality.
If yeah, I mean, yeah. No. I think it's a good thing. Like going to therapy is like a good, like people need therapy sometimes. Like, I don't know, like it'll make your like I think being a good Christian and being like that can like help your mental health.
Yeah, I mean, look, if
like
you
clear your head
if you
and
follow the Bible, you're probably a fairly good person. No, I don't mean literally.
Yeah.
Like,
your morals are probably
not everyone that goes to church does.
Yeah.
But I think it's generally.
Well, that's where we get our morals from, right? Our morals are from religion.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like they didn't just pop out of the air. Like we made them.
Yeah, they're not arbitrary.
Like we learned them.
The Western cultural values are Judeo-Christian values.
Yeah.
For sure. We didn't just sit down one day and write down what's moral.
Yeah. Well, the Bible did.
They
did. They did. They wrote 10 things.
Yeah.
10 things.
They wrote 10 commandments.
Moses wrote them down.
Yo, this is lit. We got into religion talk. Any more crypto shit before we we've been going for like what?
Yeah, I mean, on crypto, like we're selling off right now. We've had a tough couple weeks. Like it's all sold off, like went down. Everything crypto.
Bad week for crypto?
Yeah, but so there's two reasons. One is all risk assets are selling off because we're probably entering a recession. So like the stock market is puking, crypto is puking, everything. The other reason is Kamala's odds of becoming president are rising.
So everyone's pulling out?
She's perceived as the anti-crypto candidate. Trump is clearly pro-crypto. So as she rallies, crypto sells off. So that's my explanation for what's happening here. If Trump wins, I do expect we'll see Bitcoin over 100,000.
So I should buy it now.
If you think he's going to win.
He should win.
It's a coin toss.
Nah, if what's her name wins, I think that's crazy. Like, that would be crazy.
It would be.
I haven't talked to anyone that's like, yeah, Kamala.
She's even odds. She's even odds.
But, like,
right now.
That's what I don't get. Maybe you can explain this better to me. Like, how the fuck, Alan, how do the polls know who the fuck we're voting for?
They call you and ask you.
Yeah, well,
they didn't ask me.
They're
not
polling you.
What?
Statistics.
So why are the percentages like?
That's what
they ask you more.
Well, do you remember? Do you remember the 2016 election? Those polls.
They got the polls wrong.
Exactly. So they're all wrong.
I'll never trust. I'll never trust the poll again.
Because people were
that.
ashamed to admit they were voting Trump, so they were biased.
Exactly. Yeah. So
they could be wrong.
I go off what I hear people say and what people. You know what I mean? Like
we also live in South Florida, so it's a pretty red.
True.
Area.
True. But I feel like I go on Twitter and most.
We'll
Is that fucked? That's where we get our information from?
There's a lot of imprecision in polling. We don't know.
Should we not vote? What should we do? Nic Carter for president?
I can't.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Obama did it. Obama didn't have any fucking birth certificate.
Yeah, you know, we'll have a birther. I'll have a birther conspiracy. Maybe I was born here.
But yo, I think actually now that I think about it, Obama's been the president this term.
Yeah.
Right?
De facto, yeah.
Right?
Effectively.
Yes.
You could say that for a couple people.
I think he's been basically running things in the background.
Obama runs shit, actually. I'm down for Obama again. My parents didn't like it, but I'm down.
He had his time, man. He had his time.
I don't think he wants to come back.
It's probably stressful.
Why would you want that job again?
To be honest, I just see Obama dap up the USA team like this and fucking shake the white people's hand, and I love him. And he smokes cigarettes. You know they hid that for fucking years?
True.
He's a gangster and smokes dope.
True. Yeah, he smoked weed.
He smoked weed too.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Oh my God, he smoked weed. He's fucking. So what?
He wasn't even pro legalization when he was in office, which was crazy.
Now he is.
Yeah, things change so fast.
Especially on that topic.
Yeah.
That was the quickest flip I've seen.
Even on gay rights, he wasn't pro full gay marriage when
Right,
he was
yeah,
first elected, that changed so fast.
That he wasn't for gay marriage.
He was not when he was first elected.
That's what's crazy. They have to change like what they publicly believe in to get votes. That's
Yeah.
like a crazy fucked up situation. All right, any more crypto things before I let you out of here? You going paintballing today?
Yeah.
John Doe?
Plug
Yeah.
the next fight. Plug the next fight.
So come see me September, Marina Bay Sands, if you know that hotel casino in Singapore. September 18, Crypto Fight Night. I'm headlining versus Hedgehog. 4 rounds. I will be winning again.
Hedgehog. How big is he? How tall is he?
He's 5'8". I'm 5'9".
5'8", 155.
155. I'm going to be shredded at 155.
Shredded up.
Yeah.
Yo, why is John Doe always talking shit on your diet?
Dude, he just
Every
doesn't
time I say,
believe-
I'm like, yo, Nick's been fucking working. Like, he's like, bro, he's fucking diet. He eats a croissant. and
Dude,
shit.
I just have bad genes, bro. I'm white, okay? Like, I don't get shredded that easy.
As white as you
That's
can be,
what,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
British
what
white.
John
I'm
Doe thinks
Anglo.
like, oh, I can be fat and then in 2 weeks get abs
Yeah,
again. Like, it
not
doesn't work
everyone
like
has
that.
Cuban
Yeah,
genes
not
like
everyone's
John
fucking
Doe.
a world championship boxer like John Doe, right?
Yeah, come on, dude. Anyway, come see me fight. It's going to be lit.
What's it streaming on? Do we know?
I don't know yet, but it's streamed. Crypto Fight Night is the promotions. They'll stream it.
Crypto Fight Night.
Yeah.
And then give us your Twitter, your OnlyFans,
Twitter's
now
Nick,
your X.
Nick__Carter.
2 underscores?
2 underscores. I know. It's fucked up.
And Instagrams,
Nick.Carter1.
NIC.Carter1.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow it.
And
I want to be as
then
big as you one day on IG.
we're getting there right now. You're on Joey Joy Radio. All right, Nick, thank you. Unless there's anything else you need to get off your chest.
No, that's it.
That's it.
That's
It wasn't.
sufficing.
See, it was quick and
I
painless.
thought you were gonna ask me about my sex
Yeah, see,
proclivities.
that's what you know what my friend Lattin's
I
like,
won't
yo,
allow it. I won't
he's
allow
like,
it.
he's like, yo, Nick's like nervous. You're gonna ask him about his sex life.
Nah.
Sorry,
I'm like, bro, I asked the porn stars about their sex life. I'm gonna ask the crypto guys about religion and
Didn't
politics.
didn't
I
tell you?
guess.
I don't like it. I won't allow it.
Nick is a serious professional.
Thank you.
You're listening to Joey Joy Radio.